Hello everyone, my name is Jack, and this is a video response to AndromedasWake in his recent video entitled Atheist. Now I'm just going to get straight into it, because this video is not scripted and I've tried doing the video multiple times. So, at the end of your video, Andromedas, you basically state this fact. And as such, it being a fact, I agree with this fact. There are all these experiences of which no human will ever have. Okay, fact. But then you bring up the next sentence, there's this idea crops up, this picture of a person is presented of someone dissatisfied with this fact, that there are all these experiences of which they will never have. And they're dissatisfied with that fact. Now, it got me thinking about this. I was like, this is a very interesting use of language, of course. I know some of you are like rolling your eyes at this point, because I was thinking to myself, if a doctor came up to me, or I went to the doctor and they said, Jack, you have brain cancer. You're going to die in 3 months. What would it mean? What would it look like? In what context would someone say to me, Jack, you are dissatisfied with the fact that you have brain cancer? Now, I could envision that perhaps they might say that sort of thing in response to observing me go about trying to, perhaps find alternative methods, unproven methods and techniques of getting rid of the brain cancer. And so in looking at observing me live my life and do all these things and listening to the statements that I make, they may, given their assumption, it's an assumption of how they think I should respond to that fact, they say to me, Jack, you are dissatisfied by this fact. And that's the only context. I'm sitting here thinking, aha, AndromedasWake has an underlying assumption he's making here. Very clear. It is a very clear assumption. You assume that as humans, we should be responding to this fact in a particular way. And I want to know why. And beyond me just wanting to know why, because, but that's a beginning point. Why do you think that it should matter to me your underlying assumption? How is your underlying assumption about how humans should respond to this fact any better, worse, true, or false than my own? It is an assumption. Existence itself does not tell you how any human should be responding to facts of our existence. Do they? AndromedasWake, do they? Does existence itself tell us how we as humans should be responding to any fact pertaining to our existence? If not, so that's the first question. Second question, if not, on what grounds do you assert your assumption in such a way as though it's an expectation of which others should be adhering to? Or presenting it in such a way as though by not adhering to it, then somehow you're trying to present them in a negative light by not adhering to it. Because that's basically what your video does. It presents these sorts of individuals and then you attempt to present them in a negative light. Now, so those are those 2-3 questions that I have for you. If you do nothing else, just respond to those 2-3 questions. I don't care how, comment, video, it doesn't matter to me. So you say you can't begin to, first of all, okay, secondly, beyond the questions now, I honestly have never met someone who has ever said in this exact way, hey, there's so much to experience out there in this life. I'm so dissatisfied by all these experiences I will never have. Therefore, I insist that there must be something more to life. I've never heard that. Never heard that. Okay, so in some ways, I think you're sort of presenting a straw man. But whatever. You say you can't begin to understand these people's state of mind. First of all, I think there's other things of which need to be addressed that are more foundational than this part of the video. But I do want to say that I think you really could understand their state of mind. They're doing exactly what you do. They are responding to existence. You respond to the fact of existence in a particular way. They respond to the fact of existence in a particular way. Who are you to say, going back to those two, three questions I had, who are you to say that your response to the fact of existence, to these facts, is better, worse than theirs? On what grounds do you make such assertions? And that's ultimately what it comes down to. So anyways, you invite them to spend one night looking upwards and outwards and dare to suggest that there must be something more to life. And then you say, I'm an atheist and my universe is limitless. It's interesting. Honestly, your use of language is very, and then in your video, it reminds me, I mean, it has sort of religious similarities. Not a bad thing, and it's not to say that such expressions are, I mean, I think as humans we use language and to express our these experiences that we have in life. I am intrigued that how you are wanting to portray and convey yourself in this sort of way, as though your universe is limitless. What in the world does that mean? Your universe is limitless? So what? Your universe is limitless? How is your universe any more limitless than anyone else's universe? I'm a theist and my universe is limitless. You know what I'm saying? Like the expression. But it means something to you, I gather. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said it. Interesting how generally speaking, interesting how we are willing to grant people's expressions when they are of the same sort of mindset that we ourselves are, as it relates to the manner in which we respond to existence. This is the importance of attempting to be gracious with people. But anyways, I do look forward to your response, or anyone else's for that matter, because this is YouTube, of course. Y'all take care, and peace be with you.